Good morning. My name is Heather and I'm a soloist with Northern Ballet. I am back with another day in the life vlog for you, but this time I will be taking you along with me as we head into the theatre today and prepare to open the Nutcracker tomorrow night. It's always nice to be performing at Leeds Grand Theatre over this period because it means that we get to be at home and make our places all cozy and Christmassy. And something that you should know about me is that I absolutely love Christmas, and my apartment definitely shows it. So after breakfast, I got ready for my day, and of course opened my advent calendar. And then I was in a bit of a rush to head out because I wanted to get to the theatre on time today because there's always a lot to do on the first day, and I needed to stop over at Corey Hill at base as well to pick up a few things. Here I am arriving at work, and it looks like Noah is here to pick up some things too. I grabbed a few things I needed from the dressing room, and then I headed to our point shoe storage to grab a few more pairs of shoes because we go through so many when we're performing Nutcracker. After my short walk, I arrived at the theatre, and I walked up the stairs to arrive at my familiar dressing room 7. First things first, I wanted to check the cast sheet to make sure there hadn't been any changes and I knew what I was doing today. The next priority is my touring skip, which is full of everything I need for the theatre. Mine is extra heavy because there is always a kilo of peanut butter in there. Then the other girls in my dressing room started arriving.
Good morning, Rach. It's a bit chaotic. What does she even have in there? Well, I'm going to wrap and paper the door.
Rachel was not kidding about wrapping papering the door, but it looks super cute, and when you're here over Christmas, this makes it feel extra festive, so we love her for it. I did my hair for the day, and I needed to harden the inner toe of my shoes, so I super glued my point shoes to prepare them for class.
I finished all my Christmas shopping and wrapping last night.
Well, I'm not. I finished a draft of my assignment, so that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
After that, it was a quick warm-up with a few physio exercises in my Christmassy pants. And then it was time for class, so I headed to the stage where we have our ballet class every morning to warm up and work on our technique. Here are some of my bar mates. We do stand in the same places every day, and between concentrating, we do have a good time. I stand across from George at the bar, and we shake hands every day in a tradition that I don't even know how it started, but it does make me smile. I put my point shoes on about halfway through the bar, as per usual. Dan was teaching class today, and here he is demonstrating the grand battement exercise for us. This beautiful auditorium is a lovely view to have during class as we warm up. Then the bars go away, and it's time for some center. Did you get it?
No.
Now, you may not be able to tell as an audience member or immediately as you watched these videos, but here is a demonstration of how raked or angled the stage is. So we are constantly dancing on a little ramp. And yes, it definitely does make it more challenging.
I know, I've got more though.
Oh.
After class, I needed to pancake some shoes, which means to color them in my skin tone. And I went up to wardrobe to pop them in the hotbox so that they would be ready for the dress rehearsal for me later. This afternoon, we have a tech of cast 1, and that means that we are running through all of the technical and lighting cues and spacing for the whole of the ballet. In the tech today, I am Mrs. Edwards, who is Claire's mom in the party, and as well I'm in the snow scene later. Overall, the tech ran fairly smoothly.
Eris, do you think we're gonna do snow before the break?
I sure hope so. What time is it?
Here we are, backstage, amping ourselves up for snow.
Good luck.
And this is a really special piece because it requires total commitment, camaraderie, and teamwork from the dancers. And in this version, there are only 8 women, and so you are really dancing, and there's loads of jumping and no hiding. On top of that, you are battling the snowstorm coming from the ceiling. And a lot of people want to know whether it's slippery on the floor, but actually it's not so slippery, but the biggest threat is probably breathing one in.
I ate a snowflake. Still in there.
Since I wasn't in the second half of the tech, I got to watch my friends dance and keep an eye out for spacing for when I also do those other pieces in other casts.
Go, Kevin, go.
I also critically used this time to sew some more point shoes because I'm going through about 2 pairs a week right now. This year, we will be presenting something new. We have converted all of our national dances into elements dances, and so that's featuring fire, water, earth, air, and quintessence. So the tech has wrapped up, and I am off into town, where it is very rainy, to get some groceries and theatre supplies. You've got to give it to Leeds for really going all out with the Christmas decorations. Looks beautiful. And we're back, and it's time to start getting ready for the dress rehearsal tonight with the orchestra. The orchestra was doing a little bit of rehearsal while I was getting ready, so that was a lovely background. Tonight's dress rehearsal is full hair and makeup, so I'm putting on my tiara, which is my favorite thing for Mrs. Edwards. Thank you to Ballet for making sure it doesn't fall off. Honestly, I love this thing. I did a few more exercises to warm up, and then it was on stage to put on my shoes.
It's quite painful.
This is your Act 1 beginners call. Act 1 beginners, please proceed to the stage. Thank you.
I'm late. One of my earrings just snapped.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Everyone is in costume and ready for the dress rehearsal.
Sorry, don't you look ravishing?
My son.
Thank you.
Snow went okay, we were all relieved.
After snow.
You do get snow all over you though, and definitely find it in your home through the whole season. My beautiful dressing room mate Saika was being the Sugar Plum Fairy tonight. I spent the second act finishing sewing that pair of shoes that I began earlier, and checking for spacing for when I do the other roles.
I'm her #1 fan. I'm dead. Go Psycho!
At the end of a dress rehearsal, it's time for notes, so all of our ballet masters come on stage and we do corrections. This will include some musical corrections, where one of our rehearsal directors will work with the orchestra to really get those tempos perfect for us. The dress rehearsal ended at 10 p.m, so everyone was keen to get home and rest up for tomorrow. I started to head home, and then...
I forgot something. I came all the way back.
But on my second attempt at leaving the theatre, I saw this very sweet poster on the streets of Leeds. And finally, I was home. I had put away some leftovers from yesterday for dinner tonight since I knew it was going to be a late one. Then, although it seems a little crazy at this hour, I needed to submit an assignment for my MBA, and so I did that. But my sister FaceTimed me in the middle of that, so I procrastinated a little bit and chatted with her. And then I started sewing shoes again while I talked to her because I needed to be time efficient. And I got it submitted just after midnight. Then it was time to shower and get ready for bed. After a bit of washing up, I rolled out because Nutcracker is quite tough on the body, and I watched some Lost with my flatmate, which I am completely accidentally invested in now. And then it was very much time for bed. Good morning, it is opening day. Whilst getting ready, I listened to one of the MBA lectures that I needed to catch up on, and today called for snowflake earrings and a Christmas sweater.
It's very likely to rain today.
Before heading to the theatre, I needed to make a pit stop at our studios on Corey Hill because today is our physiotherapist's 50th birthday, and we have these giant sparkly cutout numbers from our 50th anniversary gala a few years ago, and I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to reuse those and surprise them for when he arrives later today. I also wanted to use the gym to do some of my rehab physio exercises to set me up for the day. The walk from base to the theatre is also a great warm-up because it is exclusively uphill. Once at the theatre, I got ready and I broke in those shoes that I had sewn yesterday so I could wear them in class. Every dancer is pretty particular about how they prepare their shoes. I like to take out this nail that's in the back. Rachel and I were a bit chaotic this morning.
We're late. I've not got pants on.
Class today was with Luke, and here we are on stage again, warming up and catching up. Ballet class will always be approximately the same structure, starting at the bar with movements that are increasing in intensity as you go along, and then we move into the center and we follow that same progression until we are jumping and really using all of the space. There's always about 15 minutes after class where we can use the stage space to practice anything that we might need for the shows that day before the technical team will let us know that it's time for the reset. After that, I took a quick trip to Wigs and Makeup because I needed to have a reminder of how to do an old person look for my grandma role. In the short break before the tech rehearsal of Cast 2 this afternoon, I went to the grocery store and I picked up some Chuka's presents, which I'll explain later. In this afternoon's technical rehearsal, I was being grandmother in the party scene, which is always a really fun time, actually. There's lots of room for improv.
It's my husband.
And in the second act today, I am in Quintessence, which is a very classical little trio, so I swapped my grandma shoes for my point shoes. And I headed backstage to support and watch Snow from the side and start warming up for Quintessence. And here are Johnny and Amber and I in quintessence. And you'll notice that we're not wearing costumes in these technical rehearsals. And that's because the focus here is really to let us feel the stage before we perform and to fine-tune those technical elements. Here are Sugar Plum and Cavalier this rehearsal, Ale and Joe. And today, notes took place in the hallway because a few other elements needed to be run on stage. After the tech, I needed to finish organizing my chukas, and that's a crazy ballet world word for little good luck gifts that we give to each other before an opening. In this break, I also squeezed in some physio, and that was a rather painful butter knife massage for a tight FHL. Senna was there, getting a massage by our lovely masseuse Steph. And then it was time to hand out my chukas. After preparing my makeup and my hair, I went to the stage where our technical team was getting the stage ready for the show. At this point, the curtain is down and the audience is starting to fill up the seats, and we are just behind the curtain, and I'm doing a little bit of warm-up and choosing the best shoes for the show. I like to lay out my costume so it's perfectly ready for my quick change into snow later, and I go to get my costume done up. Here's a little peek through to the audience from the library cloth doors, which I'll open at the beginning of the ballet. And we begin.
I ripped my dress.
Oh my god.
Tuck it in.
Other than ripping my dress, the party scene went quite well, and now I am quick changing into snow scene. Backstage before snow scene, here's Amber psyching us up and getting our team spirit going for a good run of snow. We are sweaty but happy, and it's time for Act 2. In this cast, I am off in the second act, so I'm just going to get to stick around and cheer on my friends. In this ballet, we have 4 casts, and so tonight is the first cast, but there are 3 other casts that we will rehearse and tech and perform throughout the few weeks that we're here at the theatre. For now, enjoy a snippet of each of our new element diverts. And with this curtain call, we have had a successful opening of the Nutcracker at Leeds Grand Theatre. The audience was very warm and the whole atmosphere was very wholesome and festive. We will be performing here until January 4th, so I hope you can come and catch us while we're here in our hometown. Thank you for coming along with me these last 2 days as we opened the Nutcracker. And now it's time for me to go home and rest and do it all again tomorrow.